was that person that you, I mean, you were, it sounded, sounds like you were stuck a little bit. Who was that person? Who was that first person you kind of reached out to?
Yeah. So,
I mean,
yeah, and
go
I
ahead.
think I mentioned this to you a little bit on our call. It's like, for me, it was really, really clear, because one of the things is, like, it's one thing to say that you want to make a change, and one thing to say that and to think it, but to really commit to it is a really big step. And it you can feel that you're okay. I'm actually going to commit, and this is going to be what's going to happen. Because, again, I mentioned to me, Lucy, like, for me, I remember it was March 9th, 2019. And I was sitting, in the kitchen, having breakfast, nice sunny Saturday morning, and I just kind of had enough of, not having success, and had enough of, working 6, 7 days a week, 12-hour days in a job that I really didn't like. And I decided, I was like, you know what, like, things are going to change. Like, I'm going to change. And literally, it's funny, because when you make a kind of commitment like that, then things start to kind of line up, right? Where you start to find that mentor, you find that person that can help you get to that next level. Because literally that day, I made, like, that morning, I made that decision. I went out, and a couple hours later, while I was at work, I started talking to this guy. His name was Chris, and he was a business coach. And so I just, for whatever reason, I just felt like, 'cause I didn't know at the time, he was just some stranger that I had just met, and I
Right.
was actually selling to. And if Chris ever sees this, I did sell him on something, so I was really pumped about that. But I just really felt compelled to kind of, just reach out, and I was just asking, like, what is it that you do? I don't know why I asked him that, but I just felt compelled to ask him for some reason. And he said, "Hey, I'm, as a business coach, and this is what he does." And I was just like, "What are the odds?" I literally just decided earlier this morning that that's kind of the path I was going to go. So I started talking with him, and he ended up becoming my coach for the next. I worked with him for about 6 to 8 months to kind of help me through that transition.
I see. So so you decided then to be a coach? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, so I decided that I wanted to get into, coaching or consulting or something along in that space. So again, at that moment, I didn't know exactly what that was going to look like. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I just knew that that was the direction that I wanted to go. That I was committing to going there. And I was going to figure out people that could help me along the way. So I had no idea exactly what that was going to evolve into. All I knew was that I didn't like where I was right now. I wanted to get to this place somewhere in the distance, and I'm going to start making steps and commit to making that happen.